Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to a daily energy check. I'm still recovering from my sore throat and from my cold, so please bear with me. I may still do a little bit of coughing, a little bit of sneezing. I don't know what else might happen, but yesterday I took a day off because it was quite a push to be here, and I decided to take my time and heal through my fever and make sure that I'm a little stronger, and then I can come back and not just struggle through but actually deliver proper good quality messages. So I'm back today. Let's get started. My sore throat definitely discourages me from doing long readings and too much talking, so I'm gonna commit to that and we're gonna start right away. I'm gonna use the Beyond the Lemuria deck for the oracle message, and we'll start with a message for divine feminines watching. I appreciate you guys being here, appreciate your likes, your subscribes, and there we go. That's okay. This deck is quite big and quite thick, so sometimes it gets tricky. I finally published my 2024 view on IG, and I know it's long overdue, but because I was sick, I had more time on my hands, and I'll also publish it in my newsletter. So if you're subscribed, you'll be there. If you're not, there is a link in the description box to subscribe to my weekly newsletter. I don't send it every week yet, but I'm trying to be close to that schedule. And I feel like those are some good insights for you to maybe also have some food for thought for what you are grateful for, because more than anything it was a message of gratitude for everything that I've experienced, and some highlights of what I've learned for myself or confirmed for myself. With that said, divine feminines, and I also need to remember not to go too high on my intonation because I immediately can sense it in my throat. Stepping through number 47, which is 11. Speaking of which, let me read the divinatory message because I think it's gonna be an interesting one. And it's not very long, so let's do it. The time is now. No more excuses or tomorrows. Whatever you have been putting off, the universe is now pushing you to make it happen. You may feel a little outside of your comfort zone, but it is where the magic happens. Take a leap. Combine your intuition with a plan of action. Break it down and trust the puzzle will come together, piece by piece, through the courageous act of making a start. That reminds me, by the way, that I started looking at creating a guide, a mindfulness guide that I want to share as a freebie, especially if you're getting subscribed. Well, in order to get it, you will need to provide your email address, so I guess you will be subscribing. But most importantly, it's going to be a very practical guide, very doable guide to bringing more mindfulness and wellness into your life. Because, a lot of times we keep talking about it either in a very abstract way, or it sounds complex. It takes a lot of kind of ingredients or a lot of skill to be doing it, right? But I want to make it accessible for you guys. I want to make sure that you can start doing something right now, and almost like you can make a list and you can start knocking things off and see what works for you, and some things will definitely resonate better and will be more enjoyable, and that's a great sign that this is what speaks to your soul and to your heart, and you should be doing more of that stuff, ideally on a daily basis if that's available, if that's possible. Let's see what we have for the masculines. Internal Explorer, number 32. They're both very blue and violet, and for those who don't know this deck, not the whole deck is like that. So it is speaking to the throat chakra, to the third eye, and to the crown for sure. You're invited to explore the state of flow. This card is also a reminder that you're an infinitely amazing being who can access collective consciousness, especially when you surrender some control to the greater process or get out of your own way. You have the permission you felt you needed, so go within and explore. Wonderful things, wonderful gifts are waiting for you. So surrendering control and being in the flow, more lessons coming in, more opportunities coming in for the masculines to discover that, to be more in the flow. It's a very feminine energy. And by the way, for the feminines, what we had was stepping through was definitely masculine energy. It's like having a plan, taking action, don't put it off, start acting. All right, very interesting modalities. And for the last question for today, we're going to be doing the love messages with my love oracle cards. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles to me is like one of those oracle messages that says every step counts. You know, that sometimes it's about that progress, but making progress, even if it's small, even if it's not even always noticeable from the distance. No, I wasn't gonna use this deck. Sorry, guys. For the clarifiers, I want to use, and I pre-shuffled the Celtic deck. The star, look at that. Healing is coming in with every step that you take, even if it doesn't give you like this big out-of-body experience or like huge revelation about the life that you've lived this far. It doesn't always look like that, but it's just as important, and it's important to honor it, to show it respect, and to give it space, right? And to continue taking those steps. Feminines, your energy is Three of Swords, clarified by Four of Pentacles. This Three of Swords is very much about the healing. It's about the melting. It's about the, not melting in a bad way, but kind of like melting the freeze, or the freeze of the heart. You know, when the heart has been broken, it becomes kind of rigid, very like kind of not thick even, but like heart-shaped with armor on top of it, right? And this is like melting it to back to its core, back to that soul language that could be heard and could be appreciated. It's also a very interesting representation of Four of Pentacles in this deck, right? It was this guy admiring the daisies with a blindfold on, right? And sometimes we need to turn off the brain, or at least like to turn off some of the senses, to be able to really experience our life with the other senses, to give freedom to our full expression or to our full capabilities, right? And this person navigating around them is trusting a lot, the process a lot more. They have to. They can't rely on their brain as much and their analytical thinking as much, because they don't have that much information. Yeah, of course, their brain is still analyzing the rest of the information that they hear, that they smell, the tactile ones, etc. But it's like, yeah, I mean, if somebody wants to attack me here, it's not much I can do. So I might as well just trust and relax into it. And that's what's causing the heart to start. The more you kind of relax into it, the easier the healing process becomes. So the healing process is in progress, and it's important to trust the divine feminines. That's what I'm trying to say. Wow, look at that, another star, clarified by Six of Cups for the masculines. Yeah, we'll start talking about healing, and this very much mirrors that energy, but in a little bit different way. So for the masculines, there's still some stories from the childhood that didn't make sense, or that somehow caused them to go into guilt and shame. Somehow they were misunderstood, either by the masculine or by people around them, who labeled those situations, those events in some shameful way. right? And now there's more clarity that's coming in, and the more masculines are in the flow, the more of that clarity they get from the divine, from the direct channel of what was it about, why was that experience important to me, or that was actually telling masculine something important about their gifts. But maybe it sounded like a bunch of nonsense if they were talking, I don't know, about like hearing voices or aliens or seeing angels or talking to animals or having imaginary friends. Like it all sounded like something that a lot of parents may dismiss. I'll be like, yeah, that's good for you. Yeah, but you know, the child could tell that at least wasn't taken seriously, and maybe even dismissed completely as something negative. So now this is coming full circle, returning for the masculines to remember and to understand what those messages were, and that not only they had a lot of meaning, but also unlock certain puzzle pieces in the current situation in life and show them way of where to find answers. Additional question for today, Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Look how similar these images are. And those are not the cards that you would normally say are kind of similar energy. Not at all. But they are here. That's what the Wheel of Fortune could look like, right? That could feel like, you know, the luckiest picture ever. The person who is in harmony with themselves, with their resources, with creatures around them, whether it's humans or animals, with actual nature, having everything they need, just working as clockwork naturally, right? Peace and balance. That's the name of the game. What do the feminines need to know about it? 10 of Cups clarified by the Hierophant. All you need to get there is to find your emotional balance. Wow. The truth is that the Hierophant here actually looks very different than the original card. I mean, this is the Celtic deck, of course. But also the Hierophant symbolizes a belief system. And remember, now that North Node is in Pisces, we're all questioning what our belief system is, especially around spirit, God, divine, universe, our connection to the world in that sense, through the energy, through the spirit. And if you don't have a clear picture there, you'll be asked to clarify it for yourself. There may be other people who will be asking you questions. You may feel like at some point, in order to get the answers that you need, or the peace that you need, or the emotional fulfillment that you need to have that picture be more clear. Not just the divine, not just the universe, but maybe something more specific there, or something more specific in your relationship to the divine. And that will give you the joy and fulfillment within your heart, and that will help you naturally create and easily create that harmony around you. The masculines, the Emperor is clarified by 3 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Yeah, for the masculines, more than anything, it's the balance of the feminine and the masculine. Because again, there are certain things where masculines have a lot of prejudice still, both around masculine and feminine. And when I say prejudice, I mean that those are stories that are not actually true. They are imposed on us by society, maybe even by specific individual experiences, personal experiences, or societal norms and cultures, norms and, specific cultural norms. So I'm not necessarily saying they're negative. Prejudices can be positive as well. But there's still some fleshing out that needs to happen through those templates, right? Like more of the questioning, more of the kind of like, what is the real thing, right? Like, what is the integrated masculine, the integrated feminine? I did an episode on Mindfully Awake about that. You can search for that one, and the link to the playlist is in the description box. You can do your own research. You can find books. Recently I heard about the books that are called He and She, and each of them, they're kind of like short books, but each of them are about respectively, the masculine energy and the feminine. It's more of the mythology aspect of it, but an archetypal energy, but it's quite powerful, if that speaks more to you. I don't remember the author right now. If you're interested, you can find it. Ask me in the comments and I'll let you know. What are the love messages for divine feminines right now? All right, we got the photograph and the boat. Missing someone, nostalgia, memories, and receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on. Yeah, we already spoke about progression with the step and through card, right? So there may be some nostalgia for the old times, and you may want to take a pause and relive the memories, and they could be so tempting to relive because they're, you know, times were easier, maybe you were happier in some way, right? But don't lose yourself in it, divine feminine. Even if those are like truly, you know, beautiful memories, wonderful times, especially like we're talking about love here. Maybe it was with your DM, maybe it was generally a love story that was just magical and you want to remember it and you want to live through those memories because they fill you up and they make you feel better even in this current moment. But remember that it's so much more important to live in the now and continue to move forward with the fresh energy, right? Appreciate those memories, especially if they were beautiful. But don't feel some kind of a loss because those are gone and are not going to be back or something like that. It's more, if anything, to inspire you to move forward, to put some wind in your sails here, into your boat. So you can build this new beautiful future that will be even better, bigger and better than that story. For masculines, we have paradise and passion. Wow, look at that. Haha. Happiness, expansion, joy, enjoying each other, and insane chemistry, I guess. Like each other equally, having fun. So it is about happiness and fun with someone, hopefully with your significant other, whether it's your twin flame, maybe somebody else in your life right now, but whoever is there, whoever is in your corner and giving you their love, it's important for you to also play it back to them and to create the space of fun and happiness together, so you can enjoy this chemistry that you have naturally, and you can be playful and, you know, just encourage each other's expansion and feeling of joy. If you don't, then that's something to look forward to, and that should be part of your picture, you know, of the person that you're looking for, that the way that they make you feel. Or if you're in paradise together, what would that picture be like for you? Just imagine for a moment. What would you be doing? How would you be spending your days? What would that be like for the two of you? I'm not saying there isn't going to be anybody else out there, but for now, make sure that you have that picture for the two of you. Okay, I'm going to finish here. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time.